Alright, so here we go. I wish I had better light out here, but this is this amplifier. The glue seems to be set up pretty good on my little handle. Here's the wire. So this is a, what is it, 16 channel mixing board. And it's a Fender thing. And this is the power amp, and it was all in one humongous box that was ridiculous. You couldn't even pick it up and carry it. And look, this thing, it don't weigh nothing. This thing here, even with the one little board on it, it's a little heavy, but I mean, it ain't bad. So I just took them out of the box, made them into components, but I have to be able to connect them back together. So that's the whole process here. I can lift this up, reach right in here to this connector. I made this the little, you can't really see it, but there's my little ground wire I was talking about. So this is the only thing I got left to do. My little handy dandy wire strippers. You take and you just stick that thing in there like this, up to the stop, and you go like that, and you get that much stripped off of there just perfect every time. Excuse me, I'm recovering from COVID. It was bad this time. So anyway, this is probably a way too small a gauge of wire for this blue connector. I need a red one, and I got some that'll be here tomorrow. So I might redo this tomorrow with a red connector. But I'm gonna go ahead and do this for now. I can put a little bit more wire on there if I need to. But anyway, that's why that one pulled off of there, because blue is just too big for this gauge of wire. So I'm gonna move it up here to the red and just pinch it a little bit more, and you have to release it somehow to get it to. I forget how I did that. There we go. So anyway, now I got a little blade connector on here that can connect. I don't know see that or not, but it'll plug right into this. And now the ground circuit is complete between these two things. And then this big connector here, I just lift this little doodad up. Zinc, zinc, done. So, okay. This project is officially done. I could make a nice little cover or something for this. It'd be better, you know. I mean, it doesn't have any protection now because it's exposed, but I couldn't deal with that big old box again. I moved it I moved it twice. I moved it into the basement and set it up once, lifted it up onto a table, and then we took it to 1 gig and moved that thing in there and set it all up, and then brought it back home. And the first thing I did was I took it out of that truck and tore it apart, because I swore I would never move that thing again. It was so ridiculous. So anyway, now I got my little soundboard. I'm going to throw it in the back of the truck along with the power amp, and it's ready to go to the next gig. Pick that thing right up and walk away with it. I couldn't do that before. Shoot. So, take that headlight off every once in a while. So there, that project is pretty much done. I might change that connector tomorrow when my new ones come. But that's so much better than what I had. So that's the kind of stuff I do. I mean, I've bought tools to do every job you can imagine. And so now I'm going to hopefully be able to share some of what I do. And, you know, one of the things is we're going to get into welding. There's a nice Eastwood welder that I bought not too long ago with MIG and TIG capabilities with both gas bottles. It's so awesome machine. And there is the wire. Thank you, Justin. But that's the wire, and I put connectors on it to where I can run that all the way into the house. I can go 100 feet with this welder anywhere around the house from my dryer outlet, because I use my dryer outlet to get 220 volts to it. It also runs off 110, so you can run it either way, and I made it to where this cable can run either 110 or 212 volts, which is really cool as crap. And anyway, that's some of the stuff we're up to in here tonight. About time to pour one of those. Ooh, don't go out of focus now. There you go. Alright, so I got a lot of tools and crap here I need to go put away and clean up and not have so much clutter on my workbench. I got stuff from so many different projects. Some of this stuff here, can't see it all, but we're going to probably get into some projects on the two classic Harley Davidsons that are sitting out here. The classic F350 notorious 6.0 diesel that's not bulletproofed, and I don't care. It's got 310,000 miles on it. I'm going to drive it till it drops. But I baby it like an old man, just like me. And then of course there's that right there. 2004 Volkswagen BEW turbo diesel TDI that gets almost 50 miles a gallon. Unbelievable. And you know, we might get into doing some stuff with that. I got all kinds of crap. There's some axles, some new hubs that I put on there. And you know, we're going to do some stuff out here in this shop. I got a tire changer out there, and there's the little balancer, you know, so we can mount tires and balance tires. I can show you how I go about doing that stuff. But right now, we're going to get back over here on the lathe. Let me get this camera set, figure out what we're going to do next on this little T-nut project. And we're going to do it to it. I noticed that when that machine's running, it's pretty loud, so you can't really hear me talking. So what I'm going to do is, you know, try to resolve that. But I mean, this is such an awesome machine. I'm going to continue cleaning it up. I just got it, and it's a mess, you know. I rebuilt that milling attachment, and it's beautiful now. And so I want to do everything else like that. Maybe paint it all the same color. It's like 3 different colors, but you know, that's all right. It's probably from the 1950s, but I really can't tell. I've looked into serial numbers and all that stuff, and I don't know. I think some of these parts, like the old Babbitt bearing head down there on the floor, that might be from the 1930s. I really don't know. It could go back that far. But anyway, such a cool machine that people used to know how to use these things, and it's a shame that so much of this knowledge and ability has been lost, you know. But I mean, every farmer had one of these in his garage, and he didn't go call the service department for his tractor. He went out in his shop and he made the part he needed and he put it on, you know. And I'm kind of old school like that. That's the way I like to do. So You know, and I've done it for years, so I just want to, it seems like people have an interest in seeing this kind of stuff, so I'm going to show you what I can show you.